Hi, Collective. Welcome to our channel. I am Luna, and this is Tellin Tarot. If you're new, if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for everything that you do to support this channel. May Spirit bless you times 10. And to my subscribers, I love you guys. I pray for you each and every day. I hope this video finds you all happy, healthy, and successfully navigating your spiritual path. If you're having any ascension symptoms right now, oh my gosh, I'm right there with you, babies. Right there with you. And then I realized, this happens to me every year. This is why I go ghost around Scorpio season, right? I normally just pull my energy away from everything and everybody. And because it's the time of the year that we do that deep dive, we do the shadow work, right? Which is so important. But we'll get into that in a minute because that came out in our Sipati this morning. So let's tap in. Almighty and most merciful God, we thy servants approach with fear and trembling before thee. Grant us, Lord, power and strength of intellect to carry on this work, to the honor and glory of thy holy name and to the comfort of our neighbor. Without design of hurt or detriment to any, we may proceed in our labors through Jesus Christ our Redeemer. Amen. Okay. As always, we need to start with a prayer or card from St. Michael the Archangel, and then we'll tap in. Lord Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray, and do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust to hell Satan and all evil spirits who wander the earth for the ruin of souls. Now remember, Collective, that this video is timeless, so whenever you find it, it's the right time for you. I could say he, it could be she. I could say you, it could be them. I speak from a divine feminine point of view, so I usually say her and he. But again, it's energy, it's not gender, so plug it in where it fits. I appreciate you, divine masculines. I know you're there. But I am a woman after all. What else? Yeah, if the shoe don't fit, it ain't your shoe, right? Only take what resonates. Use your intuition. Also interpret the cards in your own way. Let your spirit guide you, right? Today's reading is all about taking your power back. And it was on the Sipati this morning. So I take, the rest of the day to kind of meditate on that Sipati and figure out what the message is all about, because you don't get a whole lot of information in a 3-card pull, right? Or in a minute video, but it does evolve over the day. It reveals itself. St. Michael, what does the collective need to know for their highest good? Let go of fear now. Very relevant. Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. And again, this is about taking your power back, because when we have heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings, our vibration, well, it plummets, right? That's a low vibrational frequency. Look at the scale. I could probably pull it up on my, maybe I need to. Holy Spirit says, yeah. I'm sure you all know this already. But let's have a look. The emotional vibration analysis chart. Okay. So here, vibrating at 20 hertz, right, is guilt. I'm sorry, shame. Shame is the lowest form. It's the most animalistic energy. So we have shame at 20, we have guilt at 30, we have apathy at 50, grief at 75, fear at 100, desire at 125, anger at 150, pride at 175, courage at 200. So courage itself alone, just for courage's sake, doesn't even break neutral. Now we're at neutrality at 250. From there, we go to 310 with willingness, 350 with acceptance. Now we're in the right. So neutral, we're just in the heart space here. Here we're still in the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, right? But we're starting to get into the heart space with desire, anger, pride, courage, all in the heart space. This is where it comes from. And our heart space is our portal. It's what connects us to the divine. So now we have 250 neutrality, 310 willingness, 350 acceptance, 400 reason, 500 love, 540 joy, 600 peace, and 700 above is enlightenment. These are real frequencies. These are energies. that we all possess in our energetic bodies. And I don't even know. So let go of fear now. This is why. Sorry, I get a little convoluted sometimes. I know. I go off the path, but I always take us back, collective. I never go off the path of the Lord, but I lose my train of thought, is what I meant to say. So let go of fear, right? Because again, that's heavy, it's toxic, and it's detrimental to your not only physical health but spiritual well-being, and also your power. It's giving your power away. You can't stand in your power in any of these vibrations. We step into our power here when we start to, because neutrality is still in the heart space. When do we step into our power? When we get to the blue ray, when we're almost right there, right? Willingness. This is when we're speaking. This is our throat chakra. Again, how we create. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Of course, our willingness and acceptance and our vocalization of it, which is another thing I wanted to. I'm trying. Is it's the key to the kingdom. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. There they are. So let go of fear. Okay, we took the long way around, but we got there, collective. And yeah, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. Again, the answer is within you. You're never going to find the answer from Tom, Dick, or Harry. The answer is within you. And you need sometimes to use your imagination. Your imagination is your greatest gift. That's why children are so lighthearted. How many toxic children are there out there, depending on their environment? Even then, they stay pretty innocent up until a certain point, right? Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help. And then you can describe any situation or just you leave it there, right? Thank you, St. Michael the Archangel. That was beautiful. So, speaking about this toxic energy, this low vibrational energy today on the sip of tea, it was all about reclaiming your power, right? Not to give your power away to anyone by saying to yourself, I'm strong, I'm capable, right? And that you can do anything, you can solve anything. You don't need to ask to have permission to feel the way you feel or to take an action that you know is the right action for you, right? Because when you give your power away, then that means that you don't believe that your feelings are valid, that your thoughts are valid. It means that you allow other people, and it's friends and family, usually, right? Coworkers, to have a negative influence on your day, on your week, on your life. It means that you don't think you have a choice. Or you're flighty, right? Like the wind blows and you're not sure. Sometimes you blow that way, sometimes you blow this way. So when you allow others to have a negative influence, then you can never realize your full potential, right? If they dictate the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you behave. So we can't let anybody define our self worth. We can't let anybody guilt us into dropping or softening our boundaries, right? And this is the time of year where it's going to happen too, collective, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But you divine, you define. You're divine and you define your own self worth, right? By reclaiming your power because you're a child of God. You're an heir to the Most High God. Whew, I wasn't even shuffling during that. Should I start the video over? I'm sorry, I just really got into it. Oh, collective, I'm sorry. All right, let's hop right in. I get so passionate about you guys, about everything that's going on. So here's the thing, right, collective? So right now we're in this scorpionic season, this transformation, energy. But here's an uncomfortable fact, and we only need to look at the world to see what's going on with this. This is the time. This they call it. They call well after Scorpio season, which is the portals of the death energy, right? They have Black November, which is the time where they literally literally harvest the energy off of the collective. They want them to be in these low vibrational energies. Why do you think there's so much depression around the holidays? So much offing of oneself around the holidays. People are stressed out. They're tired. They're broke. But they're not going to do it again next year. It's set up that we do it. Well, because we would feel guilty if we said no. No, I don't want Uncle blah blah or Aunt Dee Dee at you know blah blah blah. They're toxic. Let's just go. I mean, it's family after all. I don't want to go to this work event because da 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 da. But if you don't go, then you're an asshole. You're a bitch. You're not sociable. Whatever, right? Guilt, shame, privileged lady, toil and labor, thoughts, bad health. What's happening here? These were a lot. Probably shouldn't take all these. Again, this is the keeper rabbit hole I always go down. Let me just see what's going on here. Okay. There's an official person here losing money. Okay, there's a privileged lady working hard, toil and labor, but somebody's been working for a long time. Somebody's thinking about this. A privileged lady who's been working on something for a long time. They're in bad health. They're far away. They see a pathway opening up to a love, but they're losing money. They are corrupt. Journey, imprisonment. They're afraid of going to jail over some type of gift of sudden wealth because the privileged lady was held in high honor. They're expecting to get a message about this pathway that's opening up for this privileged lady held in high honor to receive this gift, and they're afraid it's making them sick. They think they're going to jail. They stole a message. They didn't send a message. They're blocking a message. There's documents here. There's documents. Something was tucked away in a drawer somewhere. They pulled it out. It's an old letter. Maybe they're remembering this is a very old letter. Maybe they're starting to have some kind of epiphany about what they've done here with these thoughts. Oh, yeah, the thief. Somebody might get a message that they're not expecting about a thief who stole a great fortune. We have bad health and we have coffin in reverse, so hopefully they're going to recover here. Hmm. Yeah, there was some type of unexpected income being gifted to a privileged lady held in high honor, and they took it. There may be a married couple here in a house arguing. It's turning this mature man upside down. Whoever the female is in the house is concerned. She's seeing something, she's reading something, she's hearing something. And she thinks, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose this wealthy man. I'm going to lose, well, at least his money. She's probably looking forward to this, just waiting. The coffin's in reverse. But they're sick. Look, she's just standing over his sick bed waiting. When's this coffin going to turn upright? Uh-oh. What's this message of concern? Is this person healing? By some chance? Uh-oh. Trying to turn this wealthy man upside down and their child and block this change. So someone's concerned. Again, adjudication for this false person. They're trying to stop this. They don't want to they don't want this to come out and they don't want to go to court. This false person who's a mature woman. Yeah, they have their family turned upside down over this. Main female. Again, they're trying to stop this adjudication. They don't want to go to the courthouse. Somebody's work is suffering. Maybe they lost their job or they just suck at their job. Their occupation is in the reverse. Your toil and labor is in the upright. This main male sees it. This community knows about it, and it's turning them upside down too for some reason here. Yeah, they're losing money. They're trying to stop. They're trying to stop. They're trying to prevent themselves from losing money. They don't want a whole community may lose money over this somehow. A whole community is trying. And this could be a family, a friend group, a business, a corporation, I don't know, an institution, I don't know, by this community, but they're trying to hold on for dear life. And they're in despair. In despair. Okay. Well, despair again is one of those low vibrational frequencies, right? I mean, that they want to keep us trapped in. It's the matrix, right? Your soul doesn't care. Okay, somebody made a mistake. I mean, let's be real about this. Somebody made a mistake. Somebody stole a great fortune from a privileged lady. But again, it could be a masculine, only energy. So they are being tortured by these entities, energies, demonic spirits. It's the truth, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove this to you because I hear your comments in my head, not yours, but the karmics. Because those who know, right? But I mean, just look at the world today, collective. Just look at the whole stinking world and what's going on, right? It's a shitstorm everywhere we look, and everything we hear, bad news. I mean, I don't watch TV, but I walk by sometimes when other people are watching it, and I did the other day, and I saw a lady because she was so upset and offended with what's going on over in Israel and Palestine that she drove her car into what she thought was a school for Jewish children and families. So she drove her car into it, crashed through the wall, right? She was offended by what she saw on the news. How dare they? Jews must die, she said. Never mind. So she takes her car and she drives it into the building, which what she thinks is again, Jewish school, and it turns because it had a Star of David on the window and some writing, which obviously she didn't understand. Turned out to be a neo-Nazi group of anti-Semites. How funny is God, collective? How funny is God? So with everything that's going on in the world, you can still thrive through all the crazy because you're an empath. You feel it, right? And sometimes you might even not recognize what's your energy and what's other people's energy because this is the time where they harvest our energy. It's the death energy again, right? So there is a way for each and every one of us, regardless of where we're at, to clear our energy in the present moment of any other low vibrational energy. Because we have to understand that keeping our energies clear of lower vibrational energies, could be a full-time job, right? It's a commitment. But we can do it anywhere we are at any time in a really quick way. Clapping our hands for one, right? Because we are multidimensional beings. We have access to our own high vibrational frequency, which is different than when we talk about vibration and frequency. It's different. Frequency It's like our storehouse, right? It's our own storehouse of energy that it's locked there based upon our own self-awareness, right? Inner wisdom of our physical and spiritual bodies. This is our frequency. This is about spiritual discernment. It's about awareness of the truth. It's about self-awareness, right? The frequency rises as you do the shadow work. Vibration can rise or fall in any given moment due to your surroundings or whatever. So if your vibration, we're just talking about vibration here. I just wanted to make that clear. So clap your hands. Clap your hands. Your hands are sound and frequency healing generators, collective. When we clap, the reflexology meridians in our hands are activated. So this stimulation alone can clear out body's internal energy, collective. Release your power. Again, we're talking about reclaiming your power, and this is what comes out. Release your power. So yes, activate those meridians at any point in time when you're feeling your vibration begin to lower, or other people's energies, or the world's energies as an empath. Clap your hands, right? Activate and stimulate the energy. And that clears the body's energy of any yuck, any yuck. Also, it produces sound waves, right? The vibration reverberates then through your energy field. And so that also clears away any discordant energy. Be your true self and release your power. Can you make it up? Can you make it up? So not only can you clap, but you can sing, because singing is the same thing too, right, collective? Singing activates the gut, right? The sacral, solar plexus, and then the throat meridian. Same thing. The vibration then goes out and it clears your energy. It's This is why they do mantras and chanting and, humming and drumming, and it's all about the sound frequency. It's all about frequency, everything, as we saw in the cone that I showed you at the beginning of the video. So this is the time where they do the energy harvesting the most, collective, where they want to keep us in these low vibrational states, making us think that everybody else is doing it, and so we would be, just a shitty person if we didn't want to go here or there or do this or that or spend. Autumn was their last chance, collective. Yeah. Somebody had so many chances to do the right thing, and they still want to just keep doing this stuff. Well, again, it's not going to work. It wasn't going to work from the gate, although they may have really been able to with these cards showing all the theft and everything. Like these people, yeah, I mean, they got a lot off of you over the years here for some of you, but you never lost hope. And this added to your frequency, which is again what we touched on earlier, right? Your frequency. So that's your storehouse, right? That's your awareness. That's your spiritual discernment. That's the wisdom and knowledge that you have stored away in this lifetime and every other. So even if your vibe gets lowered for some reason, and we all get there sometimes, it doesn't matter because your frequency is locked and loaded, right? It's an important thing. This is why everybody's so concerned about raising their vibe so that they can manifest. You can do that, but what are you manifesting? Right? Again, it's root, it's lower vibrational, it's sacral, solar plexus. It's not high vibing energy, not availing your spirit or your soul anything. It just manifests for manifesting's sake, for just raising your vibe, for raising your vibe's sake. That's self-serving. But you want to raise your frequency, and you can't raise your frequency unless you do the shadow work. This is why they get away with this stuff, because they can feed off of our shadows. They can harvest our energy. But we need to use those. We need to integrate those. We don't get rid of all the stuff. People don't want to look at it because they're scared to look at it because, again, they feel ashamed. They feel guilty. They feel this. They feel that, and their ego won't let them. So they just stay high vibing and figure that's okay. But no, because your frequency It's still where it's at. So you're still attracting all those low vibrational energies, entities, spirits. Here they are. And they came out earlier. What comes around goes around for the witches of Eastwick. While you heal, aloha healing. And what's on the bottom of the deck? As you heal, it's boomeranging right back. All this energy, right? Because again, first of all, they've been harvested, and it's not only these witches of Eastwick; it's all of them that have been harvesting your energy. This is it for them. They don't deliver you by this Black November, right? Mm-mm. And they can't, and they already know it. They're holding on way too tight. See that? Holding on way too tight. Let go. There's still time, maybe, to save your own souls. I don't know. I mean, the collective and the upright here as a privileged lady, gifted this and that and that. I think that they would be very compassionate to the situation, right? Look, they're healed. They're over it. You're only hurting yourself at this point. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to say. What do you want to do here, collective? Yeah, it's cleanup time. It's cleanup time. Okay, so they're trying to attack you, the way that you feel about yourself. Okay, so they're looking for childhood wounds from your they want you to see yourself in a certain way, or they may be telling people something about you, your sexuality, your sensuality, or they're trying to target some old shadow energy from youth here, where maybe you were I don't know, whatever you were doing sexually here. We've all been there, collective. What the hell is being young all about? Having those beautiful bodies if we don't show them off, right? Anyway, that's what they're trying to connect to here for some of you. But yeah, you already know. You've seen it. You peeped the bullshit and you healed it again using this transformational energy because you do the shadow work. So you've integrated your light and your dark, and they can't anymore. This is why they can't anymore. Driving them crazy. But I mean, like, I don't know what it's going to take for these people. Shallow grave here? I don't know. The grave they dug for you was very shallow. I guess they should have dug deeper, collective. They didn't know who your daddy was. It's like going after the mob boss's daughter, right? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Oh, fuck. Flowers, happiness in store for you, collective. Okay, I'm dealing with the woman here. You're climbing the ladder towards success, new ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. You have a secret admirer that wants to reconcile. Don't back down from the opposition. Show strength and fortitude. A meeting with a stranger could be important. The secret admirer wants to have a fun time, right? Go out, enjoy, celebrate. But you have someone here who is stubborn and unwilling to change. Yeah, there it is. You have guaranteed success here with the star energies and the parting of ways in either romance or a business. See the way they tell you keep going? Because someone is as stubborn as a mule. With the star energy here. Yeah, someone's leaving your life. There's hard work ahead, but it's to build your stability, right? When towers come, they come to tear down those faulty foundations that were built upon straw and sand so that you can build new ones with brick. That no pig can come and huff and puff. Oh, I'm sorry, wolf in sheep's clothing or pig in wolf's clothing. Either way you look at it, can come and huff and puff and blow your house down. Someone had too much concern with sexual matters while you got back to the basics. But your romance, your celebration, and your party, that day will come when you meet this man or hook up with this admirer. And as far as these affairs with your family, who you loved deeply, who you took very good care of in some cases, who would have done anything for, would have given them whatever this is that they took if they wanted it so bad. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against them. And someone is. It's their ancestors and it's Almighty Himself, because you know what? Even death, collective, is not free. We got to pay for everything, right? And as it is above, so it is below. And what are we paying with over there? It's our energy, right? When our heart gets weighed against that feather, where do we fall on that scale? Because if we're not above neutral, we're not. We're going to magnetize right to that, to all of those other energies that lived in guilt and shame and anger and passion, right? Think about Dante's Inferno and the circles of hell. Don't take it literal, but understand what I'm saying with the energies. We don't have bodies, so we're not burning in flames, literally. But understand. Remember, they had to put the coins in the mouth in the Egyptian stories. They had to put the coins in the mouth of the ferryman to get them across the river Styx. Understand, he who was not born of blood and water, but is born of water and the Spirit. What does that mean? Water and the Spirit, to be born, right? Read the verse. Who was it? Nicodemus that asked, "How can I be born again when how much, you're only born once through your mother's womb." Understand. Read the red letters in your Bible. And with that, let's see what Jesus has to say in the matter. Deus meus, supronia, amoten. What's the collective need to know? Oh, my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fires of hell, lead all souls to heaven, especially those in most need of thy mercy. I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. See, there's never any end to our energy. And there's only one, as far as I understand it, there's only one unforgivable sin. There is nothing that is unforgivable. This is not unforgivable. There's time. There's time to open up yourself to the Christ consciousness and see the truth and break out of the matrix and raise your vibration, your frequency, all of it. Build your spiritual bank account, your spiritual IRA, your stocks and bonds with the Spirit. This is what I've spent my whole life doing. And I have debt in the world, but I have riches in the Spirit, and I know it. I'm always with you, even unto the end of the world. Thou shalt love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Be not afraid, only believe. Let go of fear and all of these toxic, ego-based thoughts or feelings. I put a post on my Facebook about energy harvesting today because people think we're nuts when we talk about this stuff. But yet they're okay with the technology that harvests the energy. You don't need a battery. It's just a thing on your arm. And what do you think it is? Why do you think they tore down Tesla's tower and let him go on with his, they bankrupted him because he knew. And then we would all had access and it would all be free. And no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work for the powers that be. And remember that we do not fight against enemies of blood and flesh, but against rulers, against authorities, against cosmic powers of this present darkness. against spiritual forces of evil in heavenly places. It's like the time I saw the UFO back in the 80s, right? And I went to my dad, I'm like, I saw it, blah, blah, blah. Well, of course, nobody believed me. And that's okay. I never talked about it again, right? And a lot of stuff happened, but I'm going to leave it there. So now here we are, however many years later. This happened in the 80s. So I don't make me do math when I'm channeling. So whatever it was. But I was like, I was a teenager. I think maybe 17 or 18 years old. Anyway, so boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. Now here I am in my 50s, and I see on Ancient Aliens how back in the 80s in the Hudson Valley, which is where I grew up, this is where it happened. Um, there was like tons of sightings for years. Somebody even got abducted. They made a movie about it called, or a book. They wrote a book and then made a movie called Communion. This all happened in the same area at the same time. So you know what? Nobody's telling me nothing no more, collective. If you have faith as the grain of a mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove. The faith of a mustard seed. Where's our mustard seed, collective? Where's our mustard seed? Faith of a mustard seed. You will move mountains. You will turn water into wine. You will see the truth in every body and everything. Come unto me, all that labor and are heavy laden. I will give you rest. Don't have to believe in the energy to plug in your phone and charge it. Just remember that. But until next time, collective, may the most precious blood that pours out from the sacred head of our Lord Jesus Christ, the temple of divine wisdom, tabernacle of divine knowledge, and sunshine of heaven and earth, cover us now and forever. Amen. I know this read was a little different, but this, well, my path is my path, and this channel will evolve over time. So I hope that you stick with us. I'm so grateful for each and every member of the Soul Tribe, and what you're doing on this journey is amazing, and it's only going to get better. I know you may have not seen a lot of what you've been manifesting coming through for you yet. Despite all of this, it will come, right? As we move through this Sagittarius season into Capricorn season, when it's time to, well, see the results, the fruits of your labors, right? Now is harvesting. But come Capricorn season, you'll be able to enjoy that harvest, collective. So don't ever lose faith. And remember, it's your frequency and your vibration that matter, but most of all, your frequency, because your vibration will shift from day to day according to your surroundings. So now you know how to move that energy, but also awareness, knowledge, wisdom, mindfulness, spiritual discernment. This is what builds your spiritual bank account. This is what raises the frequency so that when you have to go and pay the toll for a life lived, you ride the big bus. Or in that case, it's probably the small bus, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You ride the classy bus where there's or the train. You ride the train or the plane, right? You don't even got to ride the bus, collector. You don't got to ride the bus. You don't got to ride. You do it right. You don't got to even ride a bus. You don't got to ride even a plane. You get a PJ. Is it a PJ? Yeah, you get a PJ. Private jet. Yeah, PJ. You get one of them. You get one of them, collective. So keep at it. Keep at it. Love, light, and infinite blessings.